What up with y'all? You already know it's Top Kid 100 in the building. Shout out to the whole 100 mob. It's the real Feeltv you tuned into, man. Shout out to all the love. You know it's well appreciated. And all my hard face ass haters, man, you already know your mother favor Samuel L. Jackson, man. And I'll never take it back, man. I just gotta come at y'all like that, man, cause you already know how the drill go. If I don't do that, then people don't know that y'all exist. So I got to acknowledge y'all, man. Ain't no ignoring the hate, man. Straight up and down, man. Y'all be coming at me crazy, straight up. Now, Boosieboy B. Now, he said what he said in the clip that I put out earlier. And a lot of people keep on asking me, well, who was he talking about when he was talking about he was on H and all of that? Now, I don't know. That's why I titled the video what I did. Now, people in the comments said that it was, TBG 7, 7 Hardaway. Now, I don't know if it was him or not, so I'm not going to sit there and say it was him. They could have been saying it was anybody. Now, what I want to point out about the Boosie boys is the fact that Boosie got a lot of people around him that's being loose, just like NBA do. And it's no correction being actually made. So when people get up on the news and people get all these indictments, I don't want people getting mad. I don't want people keep saying what could and what could have not had happened. Now, this man Boosie got some empire. Now, he already went against Jay-Z and he going against the industry, so he's definitely blackballed out the industry, man. I don't care what nobody talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether people want to defute that or not, that's a whole debate. But what I want people to realize is that Boosie's catching a lot of flack behind what he kept talking about as far as to the raw, as far as, what he does for his sons and expose his son to. So, people already is up on a bad gauge with Boosie. So the people like BBG and people that's under BBG, it's like a hierarchy. Because Baby Joe right now is the forefront of BBG, whether they like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I want to understand is that people keep saying with BBG Ken, because we're going to get back into the Boosieboy B situation. They keep asking me about BBG Ken. What happened with him earlier? This week or whatever. It's nothing that happened. He went to the hospital for complications of his hand. Didn't nothing recently happen to him. But people may get that misunderstood because they always looking for somebody to report that something happened to somebody. And it's not always like that. Some of these people are poking fun at the ops in order to get extra views and in order to get extra attention and to let the ops know what's going on. I'm not saying that that's what's happening all the way, but what I'm saying is people looked at this clip right here and assumed that something recently happened to BBG Ken and it didn't, so I had to come and clear the situation. But with the Boosieboy B clip, the whole thing about that situation with the Fredo situation, that's old, man. It's like nobody did nothing about it, man, if he did or if he didn't. I say alleged because nobody seen no paperwork. BBG Ken supplied the paperwork on what people thought happened to him that didn't. Now, this the paperwork saying that he just had, hand pains. Probably from the previous incident. But what I do have a problem with is him keep taking these pictures inside that cut. Off of Buchanan. We won't say west, we won't say east. But, Fredo Bang and Yoshi are familiar with the same spots that they are. So you can't think because people is reaching a certain heights and people got cases going on as far as Yoshi that people ain't still scoping out the scene and looking at things. Ops is always looking. So people gotta compress their anger and compress these war tactics if they really want to bring it to the other side. Because obviously me talking about fighting and stuff like that, people keep looking at me like I'm going crazy and stuff like that. That's not nothing that's out of the norm. That's something that we all trying to bring to light, because at least that's better than having another person gone and they got families and everybody can, endure their wealth off this money. The people that's got the bag and stuff like that, as far as NBA Youngboy and as far as Fredo Bang, they got to watch themselves as well. Because if you knock off the head, you're going to cut the body and then the body ain't going to be able to work. These are the breadwinners. That's happened with a lot of people that didn't protect their breadwinners. And then look where they at. When you cut off the breadwinner, the group slowly goes down. And that's what we all got to realize. So as far as this whole thing with Fredo Bang, G Money, and NBA Youngboy, it could have been squashed, but now it's a whole nother legacy of beef that's heading down. And then it's going to lead to their kids. Hopefully not. Hopefully this is what relocation does. But I had to bring this to light because Boosieboy B said somebody was off of H. Boosieboy B still throwing shots, you know what I mean, still going for the head youngin' title. And he obviously knew G Money and he knew what was going on with Fredo Bang and them before rap. So, this is how money can change a whole perspective on how somebody think. What y'all think? People say tucked away in Atlanta. What y'all think? Drop them comments.